Okay, wait, I gotta show you something. This is so dramatic, I don't want to leave it out. Remember how up here we were talking about Adam maturing, here's the 490. Alright, this is the whole 490. And Adam matures at the 130-year mark. So that carried him 490, that bought 490 more years from the 130 mark until we get to the year 622. Alright. And in 622, we got Jared, maturing. You see that in the top row there. Okay, that's beyond the 490. You notice that. 130 years extra. Right? The reverse happens here in the second year. You got Noah maturing during the 70-year voting window. Alright? Alright, this is Enoch. Alright, that's the 490 you see in the top row. Then Noah matures during the voting window, and that's the 1556th year from Adam. That's when he super matures. Okay, well the 490 at that point takes you to 2046. You see that? 1556 plus 490 is 2046. Oh, but that's short of 2100. See? Look. You got the 2100 years here. That's for the period that's allotted. Okay, but his 490, Noah's own 490, runs out 54 years in advance. So that's why Abraham needed to mature by 2046 rather than 2100. It's short. See, time would have run out. This is what I was trying to explain before, is that we had a little shortage here. And Abraham matures just in time because Noah's 490 was running out from 1556. Alright? Now, I've plotted all that in the juniors.xls worksheet, which is in the sidebar. So you can see the actual, all the stuff that I'm telling you is already plotted out, and all I did was, add up the begats in Genesis 5. Okay, the way God does it, He just adds them up, and that tells you what time it is. Why other people haven't done this, I don't know, but it doesn't matter now. You know it now. 2100, therefore, couldn't have been met if Abraham didn't mature 54 years early. And because he matures 54 years early, there is a 54-year credit that God will use up, and that's what Psalm 90 and Isaiah 53 are about. They cover that credit. And that's why the temple went on existing after Christ was rejected, because 14 of the 54 years was used up by the time he dies, and the other 40 years were remaining to, as it were, pay Israel. And that's why the temple went on from 30 AD to 70 AD. Theologians get mixed up about that, even dispensational theologians, because they do not know about what I'm showing you here. And they don't know about it because I don't know why they don't know about it. I didn't understand what my pastor was saying about, believers buying time. And I was having trouble reconciling Daniel 9, and that led to what you're seeing here. I do accounting for a living, so I have a sort of, bent of mind with numbers. But really, it's God's own, brilliance that's showing here, because this is what the Bible is actually saying. I didn't invent this. So just use John 1:9 and ask God. That's all I did. And then you'll know the same thing. Alright? And what you know is that it's really important that you're a believer, because you do buy time. And here, Abraham bought time in the nick of time, because time was supposed to run out short of the 2100-year promise. All right? Because there was nobody voting. But Abraham voted, and he voted in time, and that extra 54 years early got paid to Israel, as we're going to see in future videos.